Divorce. It is never as easy as you would like it to be, and it can be a pretty painful process, especially if you fall into some of the pitfalls while going through one. This next Ask the Legal Expert has been sponsored by the Haefner Law Office, and joining me now is family law attorney Mark Haefner. Mark, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and I just said it. I mean, some of those pitfalls can happen. They can happen quickly, and they can get ugly. What are some tips that you have for people who are going through a divorce, maybe even considering one?
One thing that I would definitely recommend is get a therapist. Your divorce lawyer is not going to be the person you're going to want to talk to. They probably charge more per hour than a therapist, and we're not going to be able to help you through a lot of the emotional stuff that comes with it. I would probably say the next thing would be know your numbers, both assets and debts, if you can. There's a lot of people that come to me and they say, look, I haven't handled the finances in our relationship for 20 plus years. You can run free credit reports on yourself and find out where all the debt is, see what's all entangled, things like that. Zillow, things like that. Just knowing your addresses of everything. Sometimes they have real estate property, they don't even know where the address is. So just having a list of what you own and what you owe could be very, very helpful.
Yeah, and we know these things can get pretty sticky. I mean, these are some things to consider. What are some of the mistakes that people make when going through a divorce?
A big one that I see, there's a lot of people, and I think it's from Hollywood saying, I'm not going to sign those divorce papers. I think people need to understand, I don't need your signature, I just need the judge's signature. So if you get served, you have 30 days to file responsive pleadings with the court, or the divorce can happen without you and the other person just kind of gets what they want. So don't bury your head in the sand or think, well, we're going to try and work through it. It's always best to have your responses on file. If you want to work through it, great. I have no problem putting things on hold once we get everything you need in the timeline you have. The other thing that I see that people always ignore is stay off social media. There's a lot of times, I think in every trial I've been in for the last several years, we have used some sort of social media as an exhibit. So in that moment of frustration where you're really upset with the other person, or you want to post, some quote about a narcissist or something like that, that's going to come back and bite you, especially if you're friends with your kids, like let's say on Facebook or something like that. So stay off social media, and even if you're like, well, I just won't post anything, you can get tagged. I have seen people lose custody of their children because they got tagged at a party when they weren't supposed to be around drugs or alcohol, and they're tagged at a party holding a beer just in the background. Yep. So that would be the best thing I could say. Again, no one ever listens to me, but it's what I always tell my clients, please stay off social media and understand that everything you do is going to be looked at right now.
St. Louis, take his advice. Listen to him. He knows what he's doing. Oh my gosh, Mark, that was hilarious. Okay, I have another question for you. Where can people go to learn more about the process of divorce? I mean, you gave us the mistakes that people make. You gave us things to consider when it comes to divorce. Where can people go so they can listen to you?
If you go to my website, flatratedivorces.com, we've got a lot of things on there, including some documents you can fill out, things that are going to need to be filled out regardless of whether you hire us or not. I try and do a couple videos, some blog posts, things like that. Just kind of give a lot of advice. But if you want something more in depth, you can also just, if you ask for it, we'll send you a free copy of the book, which is just kind of a breakdown of all the questions I've gotten through almost 20 years of working in family law. How does this work? What's my next step? That's all kind of compiled in the book. You don't have to start on page 1 and then read it straight through. You flip to the part that you think is applicable or that you want to learn. Kind of think of it as like a textbook or a guidebook on what you need to do. And it isn't a how to do your own divorce type guide, but it's going to give you enough information about the process, which I think a lot of what my clients worry about is it's just such an unknown to people who don't do this every day, including other attorneys that don't practice family law. So make sure you hire a family law attorney if you're going to be going through this.
And you just said it. I mean, what's the importance of hiring someone with a background in family law?
There is so much that happens in family law that if you're not doing this every day, you're going to miss something. And I see it all the time. And I really enjoy when I get to work with another great family law attorney because we both know where this is going and it makes negotiating a whole lot easier. But the thing is, when you get someone that doesn't know what they're doing, it costs a whole lot more money. I don't care how much cheaper they are by the hour or anything else. If they don't know what they're doing, it's going to cost you more in time, money, and definitely stress. And in the end, you're going to probably come up with orders that aren't as good as they could have been or should have been. So just make sure you get someone that just does this day in, day out. And I always think of lawyers as like doctors. For example, I just saw there was a weight loss guy on here. I wouldn't go talk to him about if I started having foot problems. I'd want to go to that. I also would want the foot doctor doing heart surgery on me.
No, you don't.
So, like, if I got a speeding ticket, I call a speeding ticket lawyer. If I need other things done, I call the person that specializes in it, because they're going to do it faster and better than me trying to fumble through it, or someone else trying to fumble through family law.
Well, St. Louis, I mean, you heard it here. It is Mark Haefner. He is your family law guy. You can get his book, The Exit Strategy, Understanding and Handling Your Missouri Divorce. You can also head online to his website, flatratedivorces.com. He's an expert in family law. He's been doing this for 2 decades. And as you can see, he has been so successful. So if you're going through it, it can be hard, but he can save you time, he can save you money, and he can save you stress. And we'll post all this information on our website at studiostl.tv. Don't go anywhere, St. Louis. We'll be right back after this quick break.